guess the places that I've been. You never guess the places that I've been. 'Cause everything is like a dream, yeah, but only in that dream that I live in. I'm never gonna let the day begin. Never gonna let the day begin. 'Cause everything is like a dream, yeah, but only in that dream that I live in. Oh, don't wake me up before you go, and I'll just make this bed my home. Oh, darling, please just let me sleep. Give me my dreams. Better from above. Nothing's ever as it seems, yeah, except in that world that I dream of. Never gonna lose the ones I love. Never gonna lose the ones I love. 'Cause everything is like a dream, yeah, but only in that world that I dream of. Oh, don't up before you go, 'cause I can't face this day alone. Oh, darling, please just let me sleep. Give me my dreams. Give me my dreams. Give me my dreams.
USA Radio News, I'm Anthony Lucero. President Trump has said the U.S. has made a great settlement of the war with Iran, saying it protects his demand that Iran not obtain nuclear weapons, and suggests that the Strait of Hormuz will reopen soon as part of the agreement.
We just made a great settlement of the war with Iran, and we're going to be subject to finalization of documents. Should get done over the next few days. Probably have a signing maybe in Europe, and it's a great thing.
Iran has not yet acknowledged any deal or final approval. Vance Bolger pled guilty to killing Minnesota House Speaker Melissa Hortman and her husband, Mark Hortman, as well as shooting Senator John Huffman and his wife after posing as a police officer in the June 2025 attacks.
We now have a defendant that is prepared to plead guilty, take consecutive life terms plus to ensure that he never sees freedom again in his entire life. That was an opportunity that we just could not pass up.
His guilty plea allows him to avoid the death penalty, but he does face 2 life sentences pending sentencing. At least 12 people were killed and 9 injured in a mass shooting in a Johannesburg informal settlement after more than 10 armed suspects arrived in a minibus and opened fire at multiple locations. Police say the attackers fled in the same vehicle and remain at large. Investigators are probing possible links to organized crime and illegal mining gangs. The CEO of Act Blue asserted her Fifth Amendment right as she faced questions from Congress on foreign campaign donations.
Executive Regina Wallace-Jones stuck to her vow not to answer any questions during her testimony before the House Administration Committee Wednesday. Her testimony was sought in connection to allegations of Act Blue funneling foreign campaign donations to Democratic candidates in federal elections, but she argues lawmakers are overstepping their constitutional role with the probe. John Sommers, USA Radio News.
From America's News Network, USA Radio News.
Business owners, are you paying high phone bills for old school systems and lousy service? StrongTel cuts your phone bills in half and turns every phone you own into a feature-rich business system. Sean Roddy, CEO of Hennings Brothers Drilling, had this to say: "We've been a StrongTel customer for over 10 years. It's great. It even includes an intercom with video to our equipment yard. I can watch live from anywhere with my smartphone. I'd recommend StrongTel to anyone. Never miss a customer call again with your StrongTel business system. StrongTel is a proud iTex partner and always welcomes your iTex dollars. You'll get award-winning StrongTel service, a business-class phone system, and cut your phone bill in half. Visit strongtel.com. That's StrongTel, StrongTel.com. StrongTel.
New York Governor Kathy Hochul is firing back at federal officials after border czar Tom Homan said New York City would be seeing a substantial increase in ICE agents.
Governor Hochul holding a roundtable in Queens where she did not mix words on how she feels about the potential increase of ICE agents in the city.
The world has changed so dramatically under this administration and the threats by Tom Homan, which we're hearing, but I want to send a message right back. Not here, not New York, not ever.
Hochul touting advancements in the state budget bill that block ICE agents from wearing masks and bars them from houses of worship in New York State. She says sending more ICE agents to the city would create chaos, especially with World Cup events taking place throughout the 5 boroughs. In New York, I'm Jonathan O'Halloran.
Jeffrey Lee is reacting after a federal judge ruled Alabama's nitrogen gas execution method unconstitutional, blocking its use in his case. His attorneys say the decision marks a major legal victory in the ongoing fight over execution methods in the state's death penalty system. With a flip of a coin, Salt Lake City added a new member to the city council.
It is heads.
The seat became vacant when Eva Lopez Chavez was removed from the city council after it was revealed she was living outside her district. In the end, the city council was stuck with a 3-3 tie when they voted on who should fill the seat for the next 18 months. So they flipped a coin with Jennifer Napier Pierce winning the toss. She's a former journalist and former advisor to Governor Spencer Cox. I'm Michael Kastner.
And I'm Anthony Lucero, USA Radio News.
iLocal.net is offering a free website analysis to improve the online presence of your business. Business owners across the U.S. turn to iLocal.net to improve their search engine rankings. Search engines are constantly changing their algorithms. You need the professionals who know how to use those changes to benefit your business. Don't hope for new customers. Get found and be chosen. Visit iLocal.net/go for your free website analysis. iLocal.net/go.
Truck downtime costs you money. One hidden killer on Cummins ISX-15 engines is weak injector cups. When they leak, coolant gets into the cylinders and suddenly you're facing a big repair bill. Industrial Injection has the fix. Our Torque Lock Injector Cup Kit with a threaded Torque Lock design. These cups stay sealed for good. No more coolant leaks. No more surprise downtime. Keep your truck on the road. Ask your shop for Industrial Injection Torque Lock Injector Cups today. Ready to beat the heat this summer? Keep your long haul, short haul, off-road adventure, or just stay cool while on site with Be Cool. Designed with on or off-the-road vehicles in mind, Be Cool offers you DC-powered cooling, low voltage protection, easy installation, and more. Beat the heat with Be Cool. It's the cooler way to go. With air conditioners for semi-trucks starting at $888. Get yours today. Visit b-coolaircon.com or call 778-590-5000. That's 778-590-5000.
Another dark night on the interstate. Another 100 miles in the pouring rain. These are worth all the time I've spent away. Another dark night on the interstate. I'm driving through the years, I'm trying to make it right. My baby's at home, hope she's doing alright. Miss my dogs and I miss my girls. I'm 1,000 miles away from my old
Alrighty, cue the microphone, just like that. Here we go again. Good evening. Or for our friends on the East Coast, good morning as we cross over the midnight hour. Ready or not, here comes a Friday. Indeed, the weekend knocking on the door. We'll turn the page. 12th day of June coming our way. That's right, TGIF. Welcome aboard the Steve Sommers Overnight Drive, live from the Hot Shot Secret Studios. Well, at the moment, maybe just a few clouds outside the secret bunker. No precip in this hour. That is going to likely change through the overnight hours as we look at our travelers' weather around the country. It has been a very rambunctious, damaging evening, afternoon and evening through Illinois, Indiana. Numerous damaging tornadoes touching down. We spent a number of hours with multiple tornado warnings at any given moment. At this moment, finally, we do not have any active tornado warnings, but there is no shortage of severe thunderstorm warnings. It's becoming more of a straight line wind, torrential rain, and some hail sort of event. Some of these storms that had impacted, we had a few supercells in Oklahoma earlier. Reports of 80-mile-an-hour winds definitely damaged. And as I mentioned, numerous tornado warned and confirmed damaging tornadoes have impacted portions of Illinois and Indiana. The high winds are now racing into, for the most part, much of western Ohio down into the southeast corner of Indiana. So essentially, we have a line of severe thunderstorm warnings, literally from southeast Indiana, all the way up into south central and southeastern Michigan, with this straight line wind event. Following nearly 700 severe weather incidents, close to 24 tornadoes so far during the ongoing severe weather outbreak. The third and final day of the series could be the worst in terms of risk to lives and property. We're going to wrap up the week and head toward the weekend as the storms in the Midwest and some additional severe storms in the east will again pop up with the daytime heating here again Friday. No doubt we'll be looking at a number of flight delays and cancellations with some of the major hubs being affected. Torrential downpours not only reducing the visibility, but leading to flash and urban flooding. Through the overnight hours and into our Friday here, still watching for disruptive thunderstorms. Many of these are going to be widely separated. Any thunderstorms on into Friday and Friday evening, again, will bring the risk of brief torrential downpours, lightning. In some of those stronger storms, the downpours may linger, increasing the risk of flash flooding. Some of the same storms producing powerful downburst wind gusts that can bring down trees and send loose objects airborne, both of which can be dangerous for people caught outdoors. A handful of the stronger storms may produce, say, up to marble-size hail. As we head into the weekend, it's going to be kind of a renewed risk of some severe weather back into the central states once again. Not expected to evolve into an outbreak like we've seen the last several days, though. A few locally severe storms may extend into parts of the lower peninsula of Michigan as well. Storms could affect parts of Oklahoma City, Chicago once again, Kansas City, Missouri metro areas. Main threat as we head into the weekend is going to be brief, strong winds, hail, and torrential downpours. By the time we move into the second half of the weekend, Sunday, a broad zone with widely separated severe thunderstorms is forecast for the southern and eastern states. Some cities that could experience a disruptive, potent thunderstorm for the second half of the weekend would extend from Dallas to Nashville, Atlanta, Charlotte, on up into Pittsburgh, to Philadelphia, New York City, and yes, Washington, D.C., where the temperatures have indeed been ramping up. You're going to continue to see the hot conditions here on Friday and on into the weekend. Take you over to the D.C. area. Temperatures expected to soar this weekend. Could hit a high of 95 degrees on Sunday. Well, that's kind of significant because Sunday is the big UFC event there in D.C. on the White House lawn. Organizers had warned hot, muggy weather could pose some problems for this highly publicized fight series taking place on the White House lawn. At this point, the National Weather Service has issued a hazardous weather outlook for the next week in D.C., warning that heat index values could approach 105 degrees in the coming days, and the threat of showers and thunderstorms with the daytime heating. CapitalWeather.com forecasts temperatures of 89 degrees when this event begins at 8 o'clock Sunday evening. 89 still at that hour. At this point, they're saying about a 40% chance of rain, but the humidity pushing the heat index is still well into the 90s. Now, the particularly hot and maybe wet weather kind of shines a light on the reason the UFC almost never plans events in outdoor arenas. Some fans are wondering how this might impact the fighters in the heat. The UFC's had only one outdoor fight in its history, and that was all the way back in 2010 in Abu Dhabi. CEO Dana White later complained about the challenges posed by the humidity, the heat, and the bugs, for that matter. UFC commentator Joe Rogan, who's set to work the White House fight, has repeatedly criticized the event over the last several months, claiming the weather in D.C. on this same data last year was, in his words, hot as, well, I can't say that, but fighters shouldn't be fighting in events that aren't in a controlled, air-conditioned arena. All right, the big number, 98 degrees. That's the record high temperature for June 14, the date of the UFC Freedom 250 in D.C. Average high, June 14 in D.C., would be about 85 degrees. So there you go. Coming up, that's one of many events that'll be taking place. Of course, the FIFA World Cup, I guess technically, officially underway. They had the first match in Mexico this past day. The first U.S. events will be getting underway. As a matter of fact, today. What sort of impacts might that have on some of the truckers out there in the host cities? We have a handful of city updates that we'll share with you as we roll into this Friday morning. Before we get over to some of our friends checking in YouTube, Facebook, CNI Dog up in the Chicago area, what's it been like throughout the evening there, Dog?
When I went to work tonight, there was a big front coming through, very dark clouds off into the distance, and then we got lots of rain, a little bit on the high winds. As I was traveling south later on, about 9 o'clock p.m., a tree fell onto the roadway, probably parts of a tree, but it was significant enough to leave debris on the highway. They had to bring out a snowplow to push some of the debris off the roadway. Mm-hmm. So it was like somewhere between the 18 and 19 mile marker. So, yeah, it was pretty bad, but other than that, just lots of rain. I'm on my way towards Toledo, and we're still driving through the rain all the way through.
Yeah, I mean, you're just so you're rolling from west to east and riding right along with the storms. In other words,
Yes, sir.
good times. You love a rainy night?
Yeah. Love a rainy night, buddy.
Yeah.
Eddie Rabbit.
Yes, sir.
All right, Steve.
All right, thanks for the updates. I'm not sure exactly, what his location is, but yeah, torrential rains from say about Lansing, Michigan, up toward Flint. There had been a number of tornado warning cells, pushing through southern Michigan here several hours ago as well. You've got the heavy rains extending down. It's a rainy night. Yeah, the rains have pretty much moved on to the, say, east of South Bend. You're still in the rain there in Fort Wayne, but the high winds are all now further east. Right now, pushing through, say, Lima, Ohio. Severe thunderstorm warnings that extending kind of south and southwestward down into Richmond, Indiana, right along the I-70 corridor there. Eastern Indiana, western Ohio. Yeah, they're all going to be pushing over toward the Dayton, Springfield, and well, you'll see. I guess where we may get brushed here in southwest Ohio. Heavy rains extending back to Bloomington, Indiana. Torrential downpours extending from Terre Haute, Indiana, back through southern Illinois, all the way to now just south of St. Louis. A very well-defined line, torrential rains, and undoubtedly we are seeing a few flood advisories there. Some of those storms in southeast Illinois also packing 60-plus mile-an-hour winds. Matter of fact, there's technically still a tornado watch right in that zone in southeast Illinois. Tornado watch is still in place there in the southernmost regions of Michigan and that northwest corner of Ohio. So we jump over to Scrapyard, waving all five out of the box here as we kick off a Friday. Jeffrey, good morning, Steve, and the overnight family. Mike on board from Ohio. Marianne's in the house. Good morning, all the overnight listening family. Everyone have a blessed weekend. Thank you, Marianne. Jerry Spencer's, wow, high winds, large hail here in Kokomo. Lots of tree damage and power out throughout the town. All emergency services called in to assist in helping people that may be impacted. Not sure what hit us, but we've seen tornadoes all around. Thank you, Steve Sommers, in the Overnight Drive. Another great show. Thanks to Hot Shot Secret and on everything you do for the trucking industry. All right, be safe, everybody. Tell them you love them every chance you get. Yeah, tens of thousands without power. The largest number of outages, technically Illinois, followed by Indiana. Some of the outage numbers are going to be going up as these storms now race through western Ohio. And obviously, making a beeline, they'll be rolling into central Ohio as we progress through the night. Eskimo Mom, howdy Overnight Drive Nation. Friday, hump day. What day is it? 9 days till the first day of summer. 22 days to Independence Day. Heads up for anyone on 75 north of Dayton. That line of storms has caused damage in Illinois. Let's see. India hitting Ohio right now. Strong winds. We've seen a number of tornado warnings. Lightning, lots of rain. National Weather Service issuing these storm warnings far in advance because this line has been moving at 60 miles per hour at some times. So I don't have a whole lot of time to prepare. Right now, sitting at the home 20 tonight. I called off tonight, not feeling very well. Hopefully with some rest, some food, and out of the heat, I'll be back in the saddle for tomorrow night. But the clouds are building. It's breezy, 82 on the front porch right now. See, very warm, muggy conditions, even after the midnight hour. The atmosphere kind of primed for at least torrential rains, right? There's Iron Duck Morning Overnight Crew checking in from the terminal, Springfield, Missouri. I have to take a business class this Saturday. 79 degrees at this hour, though. All right, drivers, keep it rubber side down.
Truck downtime costs you money. One hidden killer on Cummins ISX 15 engines is weak injector cups. When they leak, coolant gets into the cylinders and suddenly you're facing a big repair bill. Industrial Injection has the fix. Our Torque Lock Injector Cup Kit. With a threaded Torque Lock design, these cups stay sealed for good. No more coolant leaks. No more surprise downtime. Keep your truck on the road. Ask your shop for Industrial Injection Torque Lock Injector Cups today.
Truckers spend lots of hours on the road. So when it comes to staying connected, you need a headset that works just as hard as you do. Blue Parrot is the #1 headset brand for professional drivers, and we've taken the quality you've come to expect from us and made it even better. Check out our newest headsets, the Pro B350 and Pro B450, offering you more hours of talk time, better voice control, extreme comfort, and industry-leading AI voice isolation microphones. So you can spend more time talking about the important things and less time repeating yourself. To get yours, check out BlueParrot.com. Blue Parrot, hear and be heard.
Increase fuel economy up to 7.9% with Hot Shot's Secret Gasoline Extreme, the solution to maximize your engine's performance and fuel economy. Whether you're driving a sports car or a daily commuter, Gasoline Extreme is specially formulated with PEA to deep clean. Don't settle for an average driving experience. Upgrade to Hot Shot's Secret Gasoline Extreme and go further on each tank. Order now on Amazon or HotShotSecret.com. Hot Shot Secret, powered by science.
Ready to beat the heat this summer? Keep your long haul, short haul, off-road adventure, or just stay cool while on site with Be Cool. Designed with on or off-the-road vehicles in mind, Be Cool offers you DC-powered cooling, low voltage protection, easy installation, and more. Beat the heat with Be Cool. It's the cooler way to go. With air conditioners for semi-trucks starting at $888. Get yours today. Visit b-coolaircon.com or call 778-590-5000. That's 778-590-5000.
All right, Eskimo Mom just chimed back in. So just a couple of minutes after my first post there, the rains have started. A lot of wind outside the home 20 right now. Hello, Larry. Good afternoon. Hammer down 73, Platkill, New York. Round number 4 to Schenectady. Then it's back to Wilmington, Delaware. We'll reload for Monday. We'll actually be off for a couple nights. A little work to do at the house. We are a little bit wet tonight. Got some heat lightning off in the distance. Gilligan, morning, Steve. Fellow listeners, driving under the stars atop Christiansburg Mountain, Virginia, with a warm 81 degrees at this hour. All right, head on down to Ackworth, Georgia. I guess vacation's over, huh? Buckeye Boy, 77 degrees, very humid. We got, what, about 2 to 4 inches of rain between Monday and this past day. Gonna have to drain some water out of the pool. My legs sore. We walked so much on Wednesday. Got back from Dollywood about 3:30 in the afternoon yesterday after dropping the kids off at the home 20. Took a little bit to unpack. Took a little nap. Braves at the White Sox, but got rained out due to the storms that were rolling through Illinois. It looks like something good may be happening in the Middle East. We shall see, right? Have a great night. Everybody be careful out there. Once again, it's the deal or no deal. The latest word is supposedly deal. It's not official, though. Haven't signed on the dotted line, as they say. All right, John Ferguson said, we got a couple flashes of lightning, a quick wind gust, maybe 30 miles an hour. It pretty much just skipped us. All right. I guess you're not complaining, right? Santa Claus, morning, Steve, fellow brothers and sisters of the trucking industry. 90 degrees at the moment in Elk Grove, California. Gonna spend some time around the pool and enjoy some adult beverages at a local resort tomorrow before it really gets too hot. All right, let's see. 78 very sticky degrees in Woodstock, Georgia. Hello to James. Good to have you on board. Michael, good morning, good afternoon from Wellsville, Ohio. Let's see, waiting about 15 trucks back to offload some American crude to load on a barge to be shipped to Ashland, Kentucky. A muggy night, 73. Everything's sweating up here. Looks like it's going to be a 3 a.m. or later kind of shift. All right, well, be safe out there. Keep it between the ditches. 15 trucks deep. Yeah, you're going to sit there for a while, right? What a way to pass the day. News, a service of industrial injection, heavy-duty diesel parts and solutions, from injectors and pumps to turbochargers and engines, built for the trucks that can't afford downtime. Learn more, as always, at industrialinjection.com. It's 844-844-3388.
USA Radio News, I'm Anthony Lucero. President Trump is indicating a peace deal with Iran could be imminent after canceling planned military strikes, saying the Strait of Hormuz will open after a deal has been signed, while U.S. Central Command says the strait remains open.
The strait will officially open as soon as we sign, which could be soon, very soon, maybe over the weekend in Europe.
Iran has not acknowledged any agreement. An anonymous tip is triggering a renewed search along the U.S.-Mexico border for Nancy Guthrie, reported abducted from her Arizona home on February 1st, with claims she may be buried in an unmarked grave. No contact from Mexican authorities to Pima County as of yet. Wall Street closed higher.
At the closing bell, the Dow Jones Industrial Average soared 929 points, the S&P 500 climbed 127 points, and the Nasdaq surged 640 points. I'm Sarah Lee Kessler.
From America's News Network, USA Radio News.
Commerce moves fast. Your business should too. If you're not on the first page of search results, you're losing customers. Out of sight, out of mind is true. Don't let that be you. iLocal.net has helped local businesses dominate search results since 2009. For a limited time, iLocal.net is offering a free website analysis to improve the online presence of your business. Local business owners across the U.S. turn to iLocal.net to improve their search engine rankings. Search engines are constantly changing their algorithms. You need the professionals who know how to use those changes to benefit your business. Don't hope for new customers. Get found and be chosen. Call 888-699-2407 for your free website analysis. Don't wait. Call 888-699-2407. That's 888-699-2407. For your free website analysis, call 888-699-2407.
Truck downtime costs you money. One hidden killer on Cummins ISX-15 engines is weak injector cups. When they leak, coolant gets into the cylinders and suddenly you're facing a big repair bill. Industrial Injection has the fix. Our Torque Lock Injector Cup Kit with a threaded Torque Lock design. These cups stay sealed for good. No more coolant leaks. No more surprise downtime. Keep your truck on the road. Ask your shop for Industrial Injection Torque Lock Injector Cups today.
Dean Michael, the tax doctor here. Are you tired of those tax problems following you around like a dark cloud? Always in the back of your mind? Losing sleep at night? Call me now and get your life back. 888-557-4020 or go to mytaxhelpmd.com. Pretending they're not there won't make them go away. The IRS isn't going to forget. They will levy your bank account and garnish your wages. Don't wait for that to happen. I'm not telling you these things to scare you. I'm telling you so you can benefit from my years of experience. Now is the time to act. 888-557-4020.
Truckers spend lots of hours on the road. So when it comes to staying connected, you need a headset that works just as hard as you do. Blue Parrot is the #1 headset brand for professional drivers, and we've taken the quality you've come to expect from us and made it even better. Check out our newest headsets, the Pro B350 and Pro B450, offering you more hours of talk time, better voice control, extreme comfort, and industry-leading AI voice isolation microphones. So you can spend more time talking about the important things and less time repeating yourself. To get yours, Check out BlueParrot.com. Blue Parrot, hear and be heard. Ready to beat the heat this summer? Keep your long haul, short haul, off-road adventure, or just stay cool while on site with Be Cool. Designed with on or off-the-road vehicles in mind, Be Cool offers you DC-powered cooling, low-voltage protection, easy installation, and more. Beat the heat with Be Cool. It's the cooler way to go. With air conditioners for semi-trucks starting at $888. Get yours today. Visit b-coolaircon.com or call 778-590-5000. That's 778-590-5000. Did you know? Some reports suggest the average lifespan of the American truck driver is around 61 years old. 61. Long hours, sitting all day, constant fatigue. It takes a toll, and most drivers just accept it as part of the job. But what if it's not just the job? What if it's how your body is handling it? There's a breakthrough technology called X39, designed to support your body's natural wellness. Here's what makes it different. It doesn't put anything into your body. No drugs, no stimulants, completely drug-free and non-transdermal. Instead, it uses your own body heat to stimulate your skin, helping elevate GHK-Cu peptides and support stem cell reactivation. That means supporting natural age-reversing processes, helping improve vitality, supporting daily activity, easing movement, and promoting deeper, more restorative sleep. If you spend long hours behind the wheel and want to feel the difference, call 888-687-9007 or visit X39Driver.com.
The Overnight Drive with Steve Sommers. Live from the Hot Shot Secret Studios. Call Steve now. 844-844-3388. That's 844-844-3388.
Well, as we roll into a Friday, trust you've had a good week. Get ready to spend a couple days, maybe a little rest and relaxation. What do we see here? Yeah, World Cup officially kicking off today in the USA. And World Cup host cities continue to implement truck restrictions. The latest coming from the Pennsylvania Department of Transportation. Philadelphia scheduled to host World Cup matches. The first, I guess, would be Sunday, June 14, June 19th, 22nd, 25th, 27th, and Independence Day, no less. The city's also hosting other activities related to the event. On those match days, PennDOT has confirmed with the Pennsylvania Motor Truck Association that the only restrictions apply to oversized and overweight vehicles. Now, they advise all carriers should plan for increased traffic volumes, delays, longer travel times, and additional traffic management measures. Attendance levels, security needs, traffic conditions could alter current plans, according to state officials. They say road closures have begun in the East Fairmount Park area of Philadelphia. Center City, Lemon Hill, Benjamin Franklin Parkway locations being impacted by closures. Now, New York City had previously announced plans to restrict deliveries on World Cup match days. The Trucking Association of New York has launched a World Cup resources hub where they're providing traffic updates, operational information, delivery alternatives in one place for truck drivers in the state there. On those dates where they're hosting matches, they had put kind of a block-out window. I'm thinking it's like 5 or 6 hours before and after, maybe 3 hours after match time, something along that line. Meanwhile, Texas officials are expecting heavy traffic delays. Several major roads around the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex closed during the World Cup. the Missouri DOT encouraging truck drivers to take alternate routes around Kansas City. According to their website, nearly all state road work will occur off the road to maximize capacity during the event. Meanwhile, Missouri DOT said they will be providing updates throughout statewide and district social media channels there. If you're like me, though, don't really have any interest in the World Cup, I'm not alone. Nearly half of America say they have no interest in the World Cup as the tournament gets underway. According to the Emerson College poll, they found 45% are not at all interested in the men's soccer tournament. Another 33% said they're somewhat interested, while just 22% say they're very interested. Of course, it opened with the co-host Mexico facing South Africa in Mexico City this past day. There are matches, U.S., Mexico, Canada. The U.S. men's national team will be opening play tonight against Paraguay in Los Angeles. The Americans are grouped with Paraguay, Turkey, and Australia. They call it Group D. If the U.S. advances to the round of 32, it will have an opportunity to earn its first World Cup knockout round victory in nearly 25 years. A poll revealed a significant age gap in enthusiasm for the tournament. More than 80% of respondents ages 18 to 29 said they're either very or somewhat interested. Just 19% not interested at all. Respondents ages 60 to 69, 58% said they're not interested. 31% somewhat interested. Just 11% very interested. Interest also varies across demographic groups. 6 in 10 Hispanic respondents and 63% of black respondents said they plan to follow the tournament somewhat or very closely. By comparison, 35% of white respondents said the same. Now, this is some foreign visitors have indeed encountered some visa-related hurdles trying to get into the United States, including members of Iran's delegation. And there was also a referee from Somalia. President Trump addressed the issue on Wednesday, telling reporters his administration is working to make sure the right people come into the country for the World Cup. Now, Trump also said he plans to attend some tournament matches. Former President Bill Clinton attended the opening match of the '94 World Cup, which was the last time it was hosted here in the United States. It's been a long time. Last month, Customs and Border Protection estimated more than 5 million foreign visitors are going to be entering the U.S. during this tournament. It is 844-844-3388. All right, a new day comes our way. We'll get to other industry headlines. We mentioned, all right, deal or no deal. President Trump announcing Thursday he had canceled planned additional strikes against Iran. We hit him hard Tuesday and Wednesday, stating a deal has been approved by all parties and is now simply awaiting finalization. And I quote, based on the fact that discussions with the Islamic Republic of Iran have been brought to the highest level of Iranian leadership and approved, I have, as President of the United States, canceled the scheduled strikes and bombing against Iran this evening. He posted that via Truth Social. Now, he said the discussions and final points had been approved in both concept and great detail by all parties involved, including the U.S., Israel, Saudi Arabia, the United Arab Emirates, Qatar, Turkey, Pakistan, Bahrain, Kuwait, Jordan, Egypt. pretty much the Middle East entourage, the naval blockade remains in full force until this transaction is finalized. Now, a time and place for signing to be announced shortly, he said. But a dramatic shift from what we were obviously witnessing early on Thursday, when he had warned we're going to strike Iran, quote, very hard tonight. Yeah, raised the prospect of seizing Karg Island, the Gulf terminal that handles an overwhelming majority of Iran's oil exports. All right, he added that the U.S. would eventually take Karg Island and other oil infrastructure points and assume total control of their oil and gas markets. So we've seen a reversal after 2 consecutive nights of strikes on Iranian targets, intensified diplomatic effort involving some of the mediators in the region. Wednesday night, Central Command announced forces had carried out, as we know, additional strikes targeting military, surveillance capabilities, communication systems, air defense sites. The breakthrough followed negotiations that apparently continued late Wednesday in Tehran between the Qatar mediators and Iranian officials. According to Axios, Qatar's envoy and the Iranian foreign minister worked through the night to bridge the remaining gaps between Washington and Tehran. The outlet reported negotiators believed they'd reached an agreed-upon text that all sides could accept, as they put it. Said the remaining disputes centered on the mechanism for releasing frozen Iranian assets, arrangements for reopening the Strait of Hormuz during a proposed 60-day ceasefire period, and the framework for negotiations on the nuclear program during that 60-day period. They further reported the Iranian officials informed several countries Thursday that indeed an agreement in principle had been reached, although the supreme leader still needed to give final approval. Now, this suggests approval has been secured, although Tehran hasn't immediately issued a public statement confirming that. Long story short, if finalized, this would represent the most significant diplomatic breakthrough since this whole conflict began, while preserving the U.S. naval blockade until the terms of the deal are formally signed and implemented, as they put it. Deal or no deal? What's it going to be? All right. Hello to Shorty rolling I-75, or 77, northbound North Carolina, Virginia line. 78 degrees at this hour. We are Columbus bound. Scrapyard checking in. He says, batten down the hatches, Northwest Arkansas. Supercell almost on top of my location. 80-mile-per-hour winds and hail reported across the line there in Oklahoma. I did mention, they said that Supercell indeed had produced 80-mile-per-hour winds. I'm looking at the radar here. Let me zoom in there. It looks like it's moving in. Springdale, Arkansas, not too long. Knocking at the door. Kind of moving in from west. Moving from west to east, but dropping from north to southeast. Headed right toward Fayetteville. Our number, 844-844-3388. The Steve Sommers Overnight Drive.
Truck downtime costs you money. One hidden killer on Cummins ISX-15 engines is weak injector cups. When they leak, coolant gets into the cylinders and suddenly you're facing a big repair bill. Industrial Injection has the fix. Our Torque Lock Injector Cup Kit with a threaded Torque Lock design. These cups stay sealed for good. No more coolant leaks. No more surprise downtime. Keep your truck on the road. Ask your shop for
industrial injection torque lock injector cups today.
Truckers spend lots of hours on the road.
So when it comes to staying connected, you need a headset that works just as hard as you do. Blue Parrot is the #1 headset brand for professional drivers, and we've taken the quality you've come to expect from us and made it even better. Check out our newest headsets, the Pro B350 and Pro B450, offering you more hours of talk time, better voice control, extreme comfort, and industry-leading AI voice isolation microphones. So you can spend more time talking about the important things and less time repeating yourself. To get yours, check out BlueParrot.com. Blue Parrot, hear and be heard. It's time to step up your fuel filtration game. The AirDog heavy-duty diesel fuel system doesn't just filter fuel like the others. It fully optimizes your truck's fuel system for peak efficiency. The AirDog removes contaminants, including particulates, water, air, and vapor, optimizing the pressure feed, providing your engine with the ultra-clean supply of fuel it needs for the quickest starts, smoothest idle, best fuel economy, and highest performance possible. Get started on the road to optimization today at airdogdiesel.com. Ready to beat the heat this summer? Keep your long haul, short haul, off-road adventure, or just stay cool while on site with Be Cool. Designed with on or off-the-road vehicles in mind, Be Cool offers you DC-powered cooling, low voltage protection, easy installation, and more. Beat the heat with Be Cool. It's the cooler way to go. With air conditioners for semi-trucks starting at $888. Get yours today. Visit b-coolaircon.com or call 778-590-5000. That's 778-590-5000.
All right, we'll get to some of the other industry headlines coming up here. Plenty to discuss as we roll into a Friday. Truck parking update there. According to OIDA, the government is finally